Yeah, I'm Mike Davidson with Gunwerks. On this week's episode, we're just going to do a real quick do-it-yourself tip on how to install a leveling device on your rifle scope. What that's going to do is keep you from, or help indicate if your rifle's canted or not, and hopefully keep you from canting your rifle. Now, some people have trouble doing that, and some people don't. If you think you're one of those guys, where you're always looking through your scope and it looks upside down or sideways, you might invest in one of these levels. Now there's a bunch out on the market. We like to use one from Caldwell or from Wheeler. They've got an anti-cant indicator. This customer in particular ordered one from Flatline Ops, so we're going to use that level on this rifle. There's only a few tools you need. You need some kind of leveling device. Same thing, you can get those from Wheeler Engineering, from Battenfield Technologies. Or just an old machine level will work just fine as well. We've got this rifle here. It's just about ready to go out the door. We've got a customer expecting this in a couple days, so we're going to get this level on and get it out of here. We've got it set here in the Best Gun Vise from Tipton, and it's a pretty handy vise because you can level it up and down, right and left, and that's what we need to get this rifle level before we install the level. So we'll take our level from Wheeler Engineering there, and we'll just level this rifle up. Now I'm just going to set this right on top of the scope. Now if somebody did a good job mounting the scope should be level with your action. I've got a piece of machine bar stock here that we use to level our scopes up with. I'm just going to slide it in on the raceways of the action here, and let's check and see if it's level as well. And it matches up with the scope, so we're good to go. So I'm just going to clamp this in. And get it level. Once we've got indication that our scope's level, then we can install the device. Now there's a couple places you can put this device. I like it forward of the parallax knob, up in this area here. Some guys I'll see put it back here, and that's fine too. It seems like it kind of gets in the way of the turret, so I'll usually install it behind the turret assembly itself. Now you can run it on the right side, or you can run it on the left side, so left or right. If you're a left-hand shooter, you might install it like that. If you're a right-hand shooter, your dominant eye is going to catch it up here. So we'll put this thing together and start tightening it up. The only thing that you need to pay attention to is when you're done, you want this thing to be level with your scope. So your bubble is leveled in here, same as on top of your scope. All right, now there's no real torque specifications on this level itself. We just snugged it up enough and give it just a little more so it doesn't turn on our scope tube there. The bubble on top of the scope matches the indicator itself, and that's what you're looking for. Now for a practical reason why you might entertain using a scope level, if you think about it, your vertical crosshair sits like this. If you've canted your level, if you've canted your rifle one way or the other, when you adjust that turret, it should go straight up. The vertical crosshair should just move vertically. If your rifle's canted, which means your scope's canted, when you adjust your turret, it adjusts it one way or the other way, as well as elevation. And so using an anti-cant indicator is going to help you elevate the way you're supposed to, not one way or the other. So if you have trouble canting your rifle, invest in one of these. Caldwell makes a nice one. Flatline Ops makes a nice one as well. They're easy to install, and it could save that shot. I'm Mike Davidson with Gunwerks. Join us again next week for another shooting tip right here on Long Range Pursuit.